Hey guys, welcome back to Shay's Urban Edibles. Today I wanted to go over setting up my MUFGA hydroponic system. Unfortunately I cannot get out in the garden today. I know it's killing me too. I cannot get out in the garden today because it is raining. It's been raining off and on ever since last night sometime. And I do expect that it will continue to rain probably up until Monday off and on. And so didn't have a chance to get out in the garden today, but I did want to drop a few seeds. And so I'm going to drop those seeds in this MUFGA hydroponic system. Well, the reason why I chose the MUFGA hydroponic system is because it has 18 holes. And so if you want to start seeds, this is an excellent system to start your seeds because one, it provides this LED light here. It's adjustable for flowers or vegetables. And so if you wanted to start all 18 seeds and then transfer them outside, that would be a good idea. Or if you didn't want to start all 18, fill all 18 of these holes with seeds, you could probably fill maybe 2 or 3 and allow them to just continually grow inside and harvest from them. Maybe a small pepper or perhaps maybe some lettuce you could do in here. I think lettuce would probably do really well because this light is adjustable. And so you'd have all that space. I am not going to start that many and leave them in here. What I'm going to do is I will start these as plugs and then I will put them out into the garden. All except for these cayenne peppers. These cayenne peppers are going to be inside because eventually it's going to get cool enough to where peppers won't produce, and once the temperatures get down to around 55 degrees, peppers don't really do well. And so these will be started inside and they will grow inside until next spring. I also plan on starting some cilantro seeds, and once these germinate and are a decent size, I will transfer these out into the garden. I then also have some Georgia collards that I want to get in here. These Georgia collards, once they're up to a decent size, will also go out into the garden. And then I'll also be starting some of this Finocchio fennel. Um, already have, I think, maybe 3 out in the garden that are in grow bags. And I want to definitely get some more because I did not get my fill of fennel last year. I have an excellent recipe with basil, fennel, roasted tomatoes, and you put it in the oven with some garlic. Oh my goodness, it's so delicious. But I definitely want to take full advantage of that recipe this year. So I will be starting some more fennel seeds. Okay, I'll do 5 collards, 5 cilantro, 5 fennel. That's 15, and then I'll do 3 of the hot peppers. Can I help you, sir? We can't go. Let me finish this video and then we'll go. All right. So we want to start off by filling this cavity with water. I've already cleaned it. Feels like I need to clean it a little bit more. And the maximum amount of water is 6.5 liters. And so the directions say to use purified water. I am not going to be using purified water. I am going to be using, this is distilled water. Don't use water from the sink, just like you wouldn't use it in your coffee pot, because the coffee pot will eventually get clogged from all of those minerals that are in the faucet water. And so that's why it's good to use either distilled water or the purified water. All right, that one. Looks like it may take one more. And these are the 1 gallon bottles that I'm using. Yeah, I'm not mad at all that it's raining. We definitely need this rain. It hasn't rained here probably in about 2 months. And so we got burn bans going. All right, I'm almost there. We got burn bans going. Everybody's grass is turning brown, and even though it's towards the end of the summer. All right, that's full, 6.5 liters. And so not only that, it's saving me money on watering my garden. And so I don't mind the rain at all. And then it makes me stay inside and actually get some of my inside chores done. Because if the sun continually shined, I would continually be in my garden. All right, so now we got it filled with the water. We want to add the plant food. This plant food comes, it comes with one set of the plant food, and you just add in it comes in like little balls, but you just add that in here. You add the distilled or the purified water in here, and you shake it until it dissolves, completely dissolves. There are two different types of plant food here: plant food A, plant food B. I would assume that one provides the nitrogen and some micronutrients, and then also this one would probably be the phosphorus and the potassium, the NPK of what you need in order to grow your vegetables. And then also some other micronutrients that plants need as well, maybe calcium, magnesium, boron, things like that. And so since this is 6.5 liters, it says here that I need 25 milliliters of A and 25 milliliters of B for 5 liters. This is 6 liters, so, well, 6.5. So let's do that math. We would need 25 milliliters, and then we would need to add in 5, 6, 7.5 milliliters. So 25, 32.5 milliliters altogether. I'm not going to get it exactly. This little cup, clean it out so I can see the numbers on it. This little cup holds, let's see what it says here, 15 milliliters. So we're going to need 2 of these filled. One, 2, that's the 15. And then I want to add in that's the 35. Then we also want to do the same thing for B. Yeah, for both A and B. So that's 15, 30, and then we're going to fill it to that first line. And there we go. So we have our micronutrients in there, nutrient plant food. So it has a storage life of 5 months without exposure to sunlight. All right, so we got that in there. I want to cover this. And since it has the water in here now, I'm going to go ahead and get it plugged in. All right. That's the sound that it is on. Hit the power button. This is going to be vegetables. The pump is now running. You can hear it running. I'm going to add my sponges. And I will be filling, oh, I'm sorry, not the sponges. I still need to add these little baskets to hold the sponges. So I need to add these in there. Let me raise this back up so you guys can see. I've already taken and washed these really good with a toothbrush. I soaked them in vinegar at first, and then I scrubbed them with a toothbrush, and they've been sitting in this water now, soaking and making sure I got all that excess vinegar off. I don't want that to affect the water that's been added in here. Or the plant nutrients. All right. Like I said, this one holds 18, which I find really, really awesome. All right, we got all 18 of those filled. Let me go pour this water out. I want to clean that excess water off because I need my labels to stick when I get ready to label what I'm planting and where I'm planting. All right, we got our little baskets in. Mind you, the set comes with all of this. You can order more if you need them. I am going to drop in my sponges now. I'll drop a sponge in each hole. You can allow these to soak for a little while so that they swell and hold the seeds really well. I am not going to do that. I'm going to drop mine in. I'm going to come right back behind this with my tweezers, and I'm going to drop my seeds and label my seeds. All right, we got a little sponge in each one. This is a plug that cover. All right, let me get my labels. I already got my marker. So I'm going to start with my cilantro over here. Then I got my Georgia collards. Then I've got my fennel. And then I need one for my peppers. Cayenne. All right, got all my labels. You know. Collards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be a collard too. All right, let's start with this cilantro. Let me get my tweezers. The cilantro seeds are big enough to handle. Move, Penny. And so with the cilantro, I probably won't need the tweezers. So let's see. Whoop. I have to lift that out. All right, that one's got one. That one's got one. That one's got one. That one's got one. It takes a very steady hand. All right, so that's 5 cilantro. Got my Georgia collards here. One, two, three, four, and then I'll drop one there. These are tiny seeds. So I may need the tweezers. I'm going to drop a couple in each one, just as a quick little backup plan. Uh-oh, one of them didn't go in there. Double check. See, one, two. All right. Put 2 more there. I think I'm going to put my 3 cayennes down here. All right. We got our collards done. We got our cilantro done. Next is the fennel. And these seeds are very tiny as well. I think they're kind of flat looking, almost look like dill, if I can remember correctly. Yeah, they are. They do look a lot like dill. All right. So the fennel we're going to put here. I want to drop 2 different seeds in these as well to be on the safe side. All right. So that's 4. That one's got something in there. This one doesn't. All right, that's 2. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fennels. All we have left are these 3 right here, which I will be putting the cayenne peppers in. I went over to Tractor Supply this morning because I needed some sulfur to plant my garlic. And I was walking through the garden section as usual, trying to see what's on clearance. And they had these seeds for 50% off. And so I only ended up paying $2.49. Hey, that's not 50% off. That's still regular price. Guess I should have paid attention. They still rung up for $2.49. Well, I thought I was getting a deal. Guess not. Either way, I was going to buy some seeds, some more cayenne pepper seeds anyway. So cayenne's going to go in these 3. Like I said, we're only starting 3 cayennes because they're out of season. These plants will be growing inside. If they all germinate, then that's a good thing. I might have to share with somebody. All right. All of the cayenne seeds are in there. Let me go ahead and put my label on there. Although these plants look very, very different, I'm almost certain I'll be able to tell the difference. I still want to keep them labeled. Cilantro, collards, fennel, and cayenne done. Now, what I want to do is cover these because